Good morning. Today is Wednesday, December 2nd, and this is our video for this week. I hope all of you and your families have had a relaxing Thanksgiving holiday, and certainly looking forward to the Christmas holiday as well. I want to reiterate to everybody, as I have in the past, that for the past 31 and a half years that I've had the privilege of serving as superintendent of the Rockford Public Schools, there have been two key issues that I've tried to emphasize and practice every day, and that is the education of our students, to provide a quality program for all of our students, as well as provide a safe environment for our students and our staff. And I believe we worked hard as a school district to make that happen. Certainly we've dealt with inappropriate behavior over those 31 and a half years. We've dealt with weapons and the challenge of not allowing weapons in school, and certainly dealing with bomb threats as well that we've dealt with in the past. And we've always worked hard to make sure that all of our students and staff are safe. This pandemic, though, has put a real challenge in those two priorities, and obviously it's going to continue to make an issue for us in the days and months ahead. We've tried to really follow very closely our health professionals' directives and recommendations. That includes, of course, the plans from the CDC, that's the national level, the Michigan Department of Health and Human Services, that's the state level, and of course the Kent County Health Department, and that's the local or county level. And we've been working hard to follow their directives, but of course, as you know very well, sometimes their positions have changed, and that's frustrating, but it also is, we can understand that. This pandemic is something brand new, 100 years, right, since the last one, and that in fact our health professionals are still trying to understand the pandemic, how the coronavirus works and why it changes when it does, and the impact it has on people and across the world. So we have to give our health professionals some grace on that. But it is changing regularly, the impact of the virus, and we have to be able to make those adjustments. I think it's really important to note that our teachers, our support staff, our administration, and our families are just doing an incredible job working under very difficult conditions to make sure that our children are not only safe, but are getting the best possible education that they can. And we all know that in-person teaching and learning is the most effective way for education to take place. Remote online is our second best opportunity, along with our Rockford virtual program. But in fact, in-person teaching and learning is the best, but sometimes we just can't do that, and conditions change in which we have to move to remote online. I do want to at least bring some good news. For the last 6 weeks we've been working to develop a partnership with Mercy Health and with Arctic Labs so that families can get test results and staff can get test results in a more expeditious way and a more accelerated way. Waiting 5 to 7 days has not been appropriate, and we have worked hard with Mercy Health to make something happen. We have a partnership. We piloted that partnership last week, and we are implementing it in full operation now. And the Mercy Health facility located on 7 Mile and Northland Drive, that's right here in Rockford, is where the testing is taking place. So I want to encourage students, families, Rockford Public Schools, student families, if you need to have your child tested, that you use this facility. And all employees of the Rockford Public Schools have the opportunity to use this testing site as well. And so I encourage people to take advantage of this opportunity. We have a promise that we'll get these test results back in a much faster way than we have in the past. Hopefully 24, 36, at the most 72 hours. And we have set up a system that I encourage you, if you have questions about, that you contact our Rockford Security Department located at Rockford High School. And the phone number is 863-6034, 863-6034. And ask the people there any questions you may have regarding the procedures to use this facility for your testing. I will continue in the future to follow our health professionals' recommendations, either from the Michigan Health Department or the Kent County Health Department, in the practices that we implement here in Rockford. It can be frustrating at times, I understand that, believe me, and so forth, but we have to follow the health professionals' positions and recommendations, because quite frankly, they know better than most others on how we can keep our children and our families safe. Now, I'm giving this presentation on Tuesday afternoon because that's the way I do it, and then it airs on Wednesday morning. Well, today at 2:30, that's Tuesday, the governor's going to have a press conference. So if you didn't have a chance to hear it, you might want to check that out, because what I'm saying today may in fact change when it comes to our students either on remote, online, or possibly being brought back to in-person. So I encourage you to check that out before, because what I say right now may in fact be a moot point. I think it's very important that you keep in contact with your child's teachers, with your child's building principals, and so forth, and the central office if you have questions or concerns about anything regarding this pandemic. We will do our very best to provide a safe environment for your children, as well as the best possible education we can provide under these challenging times. I wish you a very safe week, and I look forward to talking to you next Wednesday. Thank you.